dark. Okay, I guess the lighting in here is just very bad or something because it's not adjusting to any type of light in here, so it could just be my camera. Oh well, I guess people are gonna have to deal with this. They'll just have to deal with the bad lighting. Alright, so what I want to talk about in this live stream is how people who have been real from the beginning and are still real and authentic now are thriving even when no one has our backs. So there'll be like people who always need to be in a group with each other. They need someone in their corner. They can't just be solo by themselves because they don't actually believe in what they're talking about or what they represent. So let me get to that. And I'm gonna be making some dinner for myself, so I'll just talk while I make some dinner. The main point that I'm trying to make, oh, by the way, this is their dog, not my dog, but their dog. He's not making noise now, but he was. When his two buddies were here, he was making a lot of noise. But now he's real humble now. He's really humble now that he's in a cage and he doesn't have his two buddies by his side. Because he barks every time I come out the door, out of my room, like he's going to do something. But that dog is all bark and no bite. Like some people are. That dog is just all bark and no bite. Like people in real life. Just bark, 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 but no bite or no action. So it's like, yeah, you're real tough in a group. You're real tough when you got your whole family with you out. You're tough when you got your husband and your wife with you or your dog. But it's like, then you're not tough when them bills are due or when it's time to pay some bills. You're not so tough then. Let me take the mic out because I gotta chop up this chicken. I can't have the mic. I can't have the mic. I can't be holding the mic while I'm trying to do this. Handle a knife. Anyway, yeah, it's funny how people act behind closed doors when they think no one's looking. Because I see how fake people are behind the scenes. Y'all have no idea how some people's whole life is like a sham. They will be acting their entire lives. Then when you see them come home after work, you see that what they're really like. But like, if they're not acting for a job or something, you know, because like they know who really has their backs. And what I mean to say is, people were really good at acting, and now they're being humbled. All their life, they have been very, very good actors at their job. I mean, it's a very difficult task to do, to act, to have to wake up every morning, put on your face, put on some perfume, put on the right clothes, and then go out into the society and act for them. That must be exhausting. But now they can't do that anymore. But I don't know why they're still trying to do it. People are saying hi in the chat. I already said hello. Someone said show your feet. You're in the wrong place for that. You know, I'm not even sure if that's a joke anymore. Because, like, if you're saying that, you probably already know what my OnlyFans account is, and you're not even subscribed to it, so I don't know what you're doing here. All bark and no bite. It's not even a bark, you're typing it. You're typing it. You're not even saying it to my face. But like people couldn't tell what was real before. If they can't tell what's real before, they can definitely tell now. Especially when those eviction notices start coming in their mailboxes. They're gonna know what's real. They're gonna know what's really real then. When those eviction notices come, when people's cars start being towed and stuff. When those, like, what are those things called that you put on those wheels? When your car gets impounded, I think that's what it's called, when they put that lock on your car tire because you can't pay for it, or like parking tickets or something, stuff like that. But like, what I'm trying to say is, people are really good at acting. I don't know why people fear people finding them out in their own home. Because they got a lot of skeletons in their closet, probably. A lot of skeletons in their closet. And then, they don't know how to handle this by themselves. Because they're not used to having any kind of challenge in their life. They don't have any kind of challenge in their life because they've been catered to their entire life. When they get challenged, they think it's the end of the world. That's why I'm about to post a video about talking a little bit about that today. Well, actually, it's already uploaded. I just need to put in the description now. But like, oh my God, that microphone's dirty. Some people were not built to be privileged. And it's starting to show that you weren't built to be privileged. When you can't handle like things that are more than basic. It's just like, it's starting to show. People were not born to be privileged. And, you know what? Privilege, how'd you get out? Get back in there. Back in there. They didn't lock that dog door very well. His two buddies didn't lock the dog cage very well. And the dog got out. So I locked it back in. Did they just close the cage and think it's locked? Like, the dog just walked out with the cage. Anyway. The microwave's probably going to make the Wi-Fi disconnect, but that's fine. The reality is people have stuff to do. I'm not just going to sit in front of the phone and talk to it like it's a real person. I got real stuff to do. And people need to be reminded of that. People need to be reminded that real people have real things to do. I'm not just going to sit here and pretend like someone actually cares on here. Probably do, but like, you don't care that much. You care a little bit, but you don't care that much, is what I'm saying. You care enough to type a comment, but you don't really care that much. Okay, so I gotta get back to it. When I go out into the real world, what I'm saying is, people like being on their phone all the time. And that could be taken away. Because that is the new privilege, I guess. Being on your phone is the new privilege. Having a tablet is the new privilege. It's kind of cheap if you ask me. Oops. No. the new privilege that people are dying to have. The newest, latest cell phone or iPhone. This is the new privilege. Isn't it something? Mhm. But yeah, this is why all the government funding is like being withdrawn and taken away because people want to be on their phones now and their tablet. And at least I know where the money's going now. At least I know where the money's going. It's not really going to those establishments that help the public anymore. But oh, I'll just use the rest of this salad. So, like the title of my live stream says, I am thriving even if no one has my back. I could be living in a house where they're struggling, the people who pay the rent are struggling, but I can have the complete opposite life. And you're probably thinking, how is that possible if you live in the same house as them? It's been possible. If it's happened before, it could happen again. I mean, but now the roles have been reversed, and now they just don't think that's fair because they're getting treated how they treated me. And I guess they still have the same attitude about it, but it's kind of I don't I don't know how to explain this because there's no way to possibly explain insanity. I don't know how to explain the behavior of people who are insane, but basically, people cannot see the fault of their actions because they have been so good at pretending that they were something that they weren't for so long. They fell into this fake it till you make it mentality. They've been faking it for so long that they actually believe they were what they were pretending to be, which was privileged. Some people are like have the opposite effect where they've been humbled and trampled on their whole life to be kept desperate, and now that it's been revealed that they're not supposed to be like that, they don't know how to escape that what they're in, being humbled, being treated like they're less than, and it's just they're not going to thrive if they keep acting like that, if they keep believing that someone told them what they were and then they believed it. Like, I don't know how you can live like that. Like, just some stranger who's not even related to you coming up to you and telling you you're this and you're that. And then you believe it. And then you fall for their lies your entire life. And then in the process, you end up neglecting your whole family because you believe the lies you've been taught and you've been putting your attention on society. I don't know how someone could live like that because if you don't put your family first, then what are you doing? It's just like you're a part of someone else's scheme. If you're not paying attention to your family, if you're not providing for your family, you're just part of someone else's scheme. You're just like a puppet in someone else's game. So maybe I should just like start naming names to make it more clear because people still aren't really getting it. So if you have the welfare office call you or someone who works in some type of agency call you, and you're still going on by their word and not by what your own family and your own flesh and blood say, you're a pawn, you're a tool, you're a puppet in their game. Like, how are you going to go to an agency and ask them what's going on when they live in the same house as you? You could ask them like this. Some people can't handle conflict, any type of conflict at all, because they're so scared of conflict and anger.
You're a fragile snowflake. You're scared of conflict and anger. You need someone else to step in and help you and be on your side and be on your corner in order for them to thrive. Like, yeah, no. Um, a lot of these messages are being held for my review. I'm not even gonna look at them. I mean, not a lot, only like three. So I don't really pay attention to the comments when there's not a lot of comments. Because some people have like, they have thousands of comments in their live stream because they focus. Their main focus is the live stream. And the live stream chat comments are what make them who they are. But I'm just not that. I'm not that. If you wanted someone to like give you congratulations for leaving a comment in my chat, then you need to go to someone else's live chat because I'm not that person. I'm here to just like drop a message and then log off. So if it's not to your liking, there's always like fictional stories and movies you could watch because there's always fiction, not real stuff, fantasy stuff. There's always fiction if you don't like what you're hearing. You could escape to your fantasy world and not have to listen to anybody ever challenge your beliefs ever. Just live like that. On a screen, on a tablet, in your little fantasy world, never have anybody challenge you or help you grow as a person. Just stay in your little bubble in your fantasy world. Okay. So that was just what I had to say on my live for today. I'm going to upload a video titled something like if you protect nature, nature will protect you. It's going to be something titled like that. So I'm going to edit that video and upload it today. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm going to eat my dinner now. I'm not even hungry, but this this is my dinner: chicken and salad. And I didn't do nothing but snack today. Snack and chips and pizza and soda. Yeah, okay, that was my live stream. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.